My first proper video on a Hoyo game was negative, but don't let that fool you. I really do love these games, and out of all of them, Zenless Zone Zero is easily the one that I've put the most time into. The gameplay, the music, it's all bloody great. However, today's video relates to another aspect of ZZZ that I really like. The characters. And don't get it twisted everybody, this video was very hard to put together. Because there's actually not a single character so far in Zenless that I actually dislike. So, as you can imagine, putting together my top 5 favourites was pretty freaking challenging. But I have to do it anyway. So here we are, my top 5 favourite characters from Zenless Zone Zero. Now remember, this list is strictly my opinion, based on how much that I enjoyed using them in game, and their designs if it's relevant. And if one of yours didn't make it onto the list, I still probably really like the characters, I just like these 5 a little more. So let's just get straight into it. At number 5 is everybody's favourite Banshee girl, Vivian. Seriously, what were the Zenless staff on when they made her design? Because they need to keep smoking it. I'm a massive fan of purple, and those beautiful red eyes just complement the look perfectly. Also, I love how she plays in game. I have nearly all of the anomaly characters in the game, so Vivian was just an immediate cop, and she majorly increases how strong they can be with her Bloom ability. Running her with Jane also makes her hit like an absolute nuke. She's genuinely one of the funnest characters I've had to play with, and she's definitely worth getting if you're running an anomaly team. And yeah, I don't regret pulling for Vivian. I was very happy when I did. In fact, I yelled to my friends like, I got her, I got her! I was so happy. And yeah, she still remains one of the strongest characters that I use. And the only reason why she's at number 5 on this list is because I use some other characters just a bit more. She's mainly like an off-field character, and while other characters do the main brunt of the work. So yeah, Vivian kind of falls flat a little on that part. But let's go to number 4. At number 4, we have Miyabi. And what can I say other than she's all ears? Joking aside, she was actually my most wanted character in all of Zenless. I failed to get her when she first came out, and I tried very hard as well. I was grinding the game a lot, but ultimately I failed, and I had to watch as my friend managed to pull her without even trying, and also using her in combination with characters like Jane. Yeah, he wrecked house for a while, and I was jealous because all I had was Sokaku. Eventually I got Ellen when she reran, but she paled in comparison to Miyabi when I pulled her, and when I got the Sig as well, she basically trivialized the game. Every single enemy that I struggled to fight, and all the levels that I struggled with who were weak to ice, Miyabi pretty much just cut through all of them like butter. And she is so busted. Even after all this time, she's still easily one of the best characters in all of Zenless. Also, I love her character design. I'm a massive fan of sword users, and foxes too. So she's definitely overall one of my favourite characters, and I'm very happy I have her. Miyabi, you're the best. At number 3, we have Yanagi. And to put it simply, she was a game changer. And I can remember when she first dropped. I was completely shit out of luck when it came to summons, and I think I had just pulled Qingyi before this. However, it's been a while, so maybe I got somebody else, I'm not sure. The point is, I didn't really understand how the game worked yet. I was kinda just throwing together what I had and really hoping for the best. And yeah, I got my ass kicked several times on some of the more tougher levels later on. So by the time Yanagi's banner came out, I was just summoning for the lols, really, hoping to maybe get some more copies of Anbi. I think it was Anbi at the time, but I could be wrong again, it's been a while. But when I pulled her, oh my god, I freaked out. And yeah, pulling Yanagi changed everything. She melted pretty much everything in the path. I also learned how Anomaly works and how to build characters properly for Anomaly teams. And she just kind of taught me the game, really, because once I figured out how Yanagi worked, I eventually explored onto stunning characters, attack characters, and so on. So she taught me the fundamentals of the game. Not to mention, her design is just a masterpiece. One of my favourite designs. So yeah, if it wasn't for Yanagi, I'd probably still be struggling quite a bit. And I'm sure that every single person in a Hoyo game has that one character who helped them to learn the game and carry them through a lot of the game. And for me, that character was Yanagi.
Hello, I'm Tsukishiro Yanagi, Deputy Chief of Section 6.
Yeah, the shining golden signs. Let your inner sparking night. Find a treasure, growing bright. Reach your forward and take a flight.
At number 2, it's Jane. Now you may see a bit of a pattern here. I love my anomaly characters, and Jane is my absolute favourite to use in game. But she's not my overall favourite, that's next. But Jane, oh Jane, what can I say about her other than I just love how she plays. Dodging and building up the passion stream is fun once I actually manage to learn it. Her animations are astounding. I just love how much she spins around and twirls and just does all sorts of cool things. Her character is also really funny as well, really seductive but just takes no shit from nobody. I actually really paid attention during her missions with her and Seth, and honestly, I shipped the two. I admitted it, come at me in the comments if you want to. However, here's a fun fact, I actually used to quite dislike Jane when I pulled her. I thought she was really underwhelming when it compared to characters like Bernice and Yanagi at the time. But that was because I didn't build her into a soul. Like a moron, I'm aware. So when I managed to build her properly, she begun hitting like a nuclear bomb. She's really strong. And also, I like the attention to detail and just her design overall. She actually holds her hands like how a mouse or a rat does in real life, which I think is really cute, and I have a really big soft spot for games that put those attention to detail in stuff. So yeah, Jane is my second favourite character. However, before we go on to that number 1 spot, here are some honourable mentions for the characters who I also really love, but just didn't quite make the list. My honourable mentions are both of the Anbis, and I really can't wait until Soldier Zero gets her buff, as I actually pulled her and her Sig. And I love regular Anbi, man, she's just adorable, I love her personality, and she was also pretty useful to me as well, so we must protect her at all costs, our Burger Queen. Next is Ellen. She has a top 3 design for me personally, and I still use her from time to time, even though I still have Miyabi. Also, we have Lighter. I mean, come on, he's just a fucking badass, let's be real here. He's one of my favourite characters. He's actually my second favourite stunner. However, he loses that favourite spot to Miss Thunderfires, to Trigger. She's actually the latest character who I just managed to get on her rerun, which is still currently going as of this video. And because of her, I can finally use my Sanbi team, woohoo! And yeah, pulling her was an immediate asset, she's just really freaking strong as well. However, it is time, everybody. Who is my number 1 favourite Zenless Zone Zero character? Well, it is none other than my girl Bernice. At this moment, Bernice is my favourite character, and unless somebody amazing comes out, she's really not going to be topped. Bernice is just the perfect combination for me. I'm in love with her character design. The biker aesthetic is something that's absolutely grown on me. Her personality is freaking hilarious, and playing her is a load of fun as well. Nothing is more satisfying than scorching everybody with her flamethrowers. She's very useful on anomaly teams as well, applying bonus damage while you swap to another character who does the brunt of the work as well. However, the reason why I really love Bernice a lot more than other characters is because of my luck. Now listen, I pulled Bernice not once, not twice, but 3 times. And every time was completely free. I didn't spend a penny to get Bernice. I pulled her twice in a row on the first time, and I actually still have the screenshots, which I'll show you here. And then while I was trying to get more pity out of the way, I pulled her a 3rd time.
Mixologist Bernice!
Spark a night. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 10. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find a treasure. Reach your phone. And take a flight. 9. Find
So yeah, I have Bernice at 2 copies, and she's really freaking strong. I still use her all the time. And Bernice is just overall my favourite character. And I've never been that lucky on a Hoyo game before, and it's still yet to be topped. So everybody, this was my list of my top 5 favourite characters in all of Zenless Zone Zero. Now again, there are loads of other characters that I love, very few that I dislike. Also, I read some of the criticism because I actually posted my first Genshin video onto Reddit, and it got cooked. However, I did learn from it, so hopefully this video just looks overall better. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new to become one of my disciples. Let me know if you want to see more Hoyoverse related games, and I'll see you all later. Take care, my disciples.